Robert, thanks so much for joining us. So much has been made of the congestion surrounding Reagan National. Here it is. Here's the Potomac. Other aircraft come up from military installations nearby. What's your take on that?
Well, whether or not it's a factor in this accident will be determined, but I will admit it does force the helicopters to stay in a very narrow corridor coming down the river.
And then you see, here's where the helicopter came down the river. Here's where the airplane came up the river. It's not said to have been anything out of the ordinary, at least until near the point of impact. What do you think of that?
Well, I was an airline pilot for 24 years. I've landed on this runway many times. The pilots are going to want to make sure they're on the proper speed, on the proper path going into the runway. There's a lot of things the pilots are concentrating on to make sure they're going to land on the runway at the right spot.
And runway 33 is a shorter one. Let's look at the altitude as best you can tell. Coming in, that was said to be normal as well. What do you see here?
Well, it looks to me to be a normal descent. They're going to descend about 700 feet per minute, about 300 feet per mile. So a very gentle descent, not unlike any other descent that we would make into any other airport.
And when it comes to the investigation, NTSB, getting those black boxes and analyzing them, that is job one.
That's right, because that's going to provide the most direct evidence of what was happening inside that cockpit.
And then air traffic controllers, interviewing them and seeing their data as well?
Well, that's right. The NTSB is going to want to secure the radar data from air traffic control, the pilot to controller communications, and they'll want to be interviewing controllers and other people.
Okay. Robert Sumwalt, thank you so much.